Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing 7 patches in 7 minutes. So if you've watched the channel before, you'll know I do drywall patches this way, just cutting the edges of the drywall at a 45-degree angle and just using some plaster adhesive to glue them in. So we'll just go through them all here. These are old light sockets or power sockets that weren't needed anymore. That one might be an old TV socket. So instead of taking them out and putting timbers in, this is another option here. So I had 7 of them to do, so I thought I'd do them all together. Makes it a bit easier, a bit faster. And just cutting the new piece on the 45-degree angle as well. And you just want to make it just sit in a bit less. So once you get that plaster on, that'll sort of bring it out level. This one here had a bit of damage, so I'll just cut it out a bit bigger. And again, cutting those edges on that 45-degree angle. And then same with the new piece there. I just hold them up and cut it there. Don't need to get the tape measure out. And when we use the adhesive there, we'll just sort of load it up on both the existing and the new piece there, just so it all sort of falls into that socket that's there. This one here was an old phone line cable that wasn't needed, so you can see these walls are all getting redone. So it made sense for the owners to just get rid of things they didn't want. Here was the old inbuilt vacuum system, so they didn't want that anymore. So that there was actually fixed in the wall quite substantially, so I would have had to cut that sort of quite a big area out just to sort of disconnect that and put timbers in. So I thought this way would be a lot easier. Just put the arrows there on them too, just so I know which way is up. You can see here, this one here was actually a bit prouder than the back of the plasterboard there, so I had a bit of trouble with this one. I couldn't sort of knock it back in any further. It was fixed really well. So without cutting the whole wall open, I decided to just trim the back of the new piece up there, so you can see there that it's not going back flush with the face of the wall there, sitting proud. So the easiest thing to do was just to scrape the back off, and you can do that very carefully because the paper is sort of, and the glue is the sort of strength of it, so once that's gone, it's it can break quite easily. So just keeping it on solid background there, just while you scrape it will stop it from breaking. You can see those rivets there, just keeping it out a bit more, so just got to take a bit more off. And they're nice and flush, so that's good. So I'm using a plaster adhesive as opposed to your normal setting compound. So this is a bonding compound, it's like a glue, so this will stick the new piece in well. I would never use a normal setting compound or a pre-mixed compound. Just mix it up there in the water in an ice cream container, and then we'll just load it up. And again, on the new piece, we just want to load it up on the back so it's all touching the paper, and just squeeze it in till it's nice and flush, and just clean off any excess. Again, we'll just go through all these ones I've done, they're all ready. So this plaster adhesive, or the Victor Cornice Bond, has a working time of about 30 minutes before it sets hard. This is typically used for installing plaster cornice. So It's a great adhesive, and once it's set, it sets rock hard, so there's no chance of scraping it or sanding it. So you want to get everything cleaned off. And here you can see on these old vacuum sockets there, just load up the plaster to block it all off there. And again, clean off as much as you can, because you won't be sanding it. And then we're just back with our one that was a bit proud, so I'll just be a bit wary of putting too much on, or else you won't sort of get it in far enough. So on there sort of went in really well in the end. So we'll let that set and dry, and then we're back. I'm just going to use a bit of fibre fuse, the wide mesh there, and a bit of pre-mixed multi-purpose compound. And we'll just push that mesh into the plaster and then put another coat over the top. Now this is as much as you'll see on this video. I do another 2 coats over this once it's dry, just to finish it off. You can see there I've actually cut the corners of the fibre fuse off just to help filling it round like that. Makes life a lot easier. And there you go, that's 7 drywall patches in 7 minutes. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you like it, subscribe and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.